If someone cuts you out of their life, it could be a cry for help. Their heart is in strife. Or maybe they're having some grief. Or maybe they've lost their life. Watch this video. It's Tell the Truth Tuesday. I'm Trista Polo. I woke up this way and it's awesome. To be who you want to be, you must first accept who you are. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, welcome. On Tuesdays, I talk about going for your goals and reaching for success while staying authentic and keeping self-love and self-care in mind. If that sounds like it's up your alley, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell and you'll get all my new videos. If you have any experience with this topic or you have any comments or questions, go ahead and put them in the comments section and I'll respond right away. All right, so let's jump right in. Last week, I got a text from somebody that I was pretty much sure had written me off. And the thing about it is that I had kind of let him. And all of a sudden, he just stopped replying to my texts. He never called me back when I called. And I made a conscious decision. I decided to let him write me off. So when he texted me, I thought about writing him back, but everything I thought about saying was really snarky. Like, who stole your phone? Because I know this isn't you. I had another snarky response. I must have written the text like a bunch of different times, but I couldn't figure out a way to not be snarky in the text. So I decided instead of texting him, total snark fest, I decided to call him. Because let's face it, he had reached out to me after months of silence. And I thought that that was worthy of a phone call. And what I learned was that he's been having a really rough time and he couldn't really be with me because when we talk, I'm always positive and enthusiastic. Not only that, I call him to be the greatness that I know is inside him, and he just couldn't muster it. And I had this thought that I had given up on him when he really needed a friend. I had assumed the worst about myself, that he had written me off, he had decided I was too annoying. So one of the things that I can take responsibility for in my relationship with him and other people is that I am always listening for who you are. My mantra is that I want you to win whatever winning looks like to you. But sometimes we don't want to win. Sometimes we want to be sad because life has its ebbs and flows. And sometimes Mercury's in retrograde. And sometimes the full moon is on the horizon. And sometimes there's just a lot of darkness in our lives. So I asked if he wanted to get a cup of coffee. And I was so thrilled that he said yes. I decided to let him be him instead of being some version of him that I know is possible, because that's about me. And it was amazing. We had a great time. We caught up. We had breakfast and we reconnected. I can stand for your greatness, but it's just as generous to stand with you in your low points too, and be willing to be with where you are, because then that's for you instead of for me. You want to know the irony? I've been isolating from other people myself. So what I find myself doing is I look for ways to isolate away from you, not because I want to be alone, but because of something you did. I put it out there on you. Well, he's cutting me out of his life, so I guess we're done. Well, she's too busy for me, going off and living her dreams. She doesn't have time for me. I'm always the one that calls you. You never call me. So I'm not calling you anymore. You want to talk to me? You can pick up the phone once in a while. He's too negative. She's too needy. He's too flighty. By making all these judgments about your behavior, it allows me to cut you out prematurely, because really what I'm doing is just avoiding being left, rejected, and excommunicated. So I got some great advice that I want to pass along to you from my coach. Every time you think that you want to isolate from someone because of their behavior, take a look and see. Are you creating something powerful for yourself, like making a powerful choice, or are you separating from them in hopes to avoid something, like rejection, loneliness, or loss of love? I have to look and see. Am I creating something, or am I resisting something? Creating allows me to listen from love, to bring love, to create love, without all of the filters of my own self-doubt and lack of self-esteem. If I can put my own emotions and feelings and reactions aside, then I can actually have an opportunity to create something powerful. Whether it's to choose powerfully to be of service to you or to choose powerfully to let you go. Either choice I make is filled with generosity and love. So I invite you to look into your life. Who has been out of communication? Who has been avoiding calling you back? It may be because they need you more than ever. I'm going to look into my life and see who else I could reach out to one more time. Let's rekindle some connections, letting go whatever caused us to stop communicating. 'Tis the season. And as we go into the new year, we can renew and regenerate some of that posse that has always had our back. And if you choose to leave the people from your past in the past, send them love and generosity and well wishes for their future, because that will only increase the love inside of you as you move forward with the connections that you have. I'm Trista Polo. I'm filled with love and generosity. It's awesome. Have a great day, everybody.